I loved sticks growing up. I had the most vivid imagination with sticks, and on my grandparents' farm and my mom's house, there were lots of trees, so there was enough sticks aplenty to go around. And so, with a stick to a young girl, it could be her dancing partner. And it was a Prince Charming, this stick. A stick to an athletic girl could kick a rock right into somebody's window or across the yard. A stick, the business end of it, was an indicator to those boys who thought they could lord it over you that they didn't want to mess with you. A stick. Sometimes if we had a tall enough stick and it was shaped like this, we'd pretend we had crutches. We'd crutch around. A stick was an amazing tool for the imagination. I mean, you could do lots of things with a stick. You could just drag it along and create patterns, and as we wandered off, we would drag it through the dirt. We found out from Hansel and Gretel that breadcrumbs don't work, but you could leave a trail and find your way back home if you needed to. But sticks were amazing creatures. They had lots of possibility. If you had the right stick and the right length, you could stick a hot dog on it or some marshmallows and have yourself a fine roast. Sticks could dig up worms to scare the daylights out of a favorite auntie. Sticks were amazing. And as I got older, sticks lost their appeal. And now when sticks come in the house, there's something to be swept up. Why did you bring a stick in the house? I don't know what happened when I lost my imagination to dream and to do creative things with sticks. But somewhere I lost it, and so I watched my children. They would make racetracks out of sticks. They would put a pattern up when they would go to my mom's house, or even out in the backyard. They would find a stick and they'd try to play baseball with it. I also found that the sticks could become a lightsaber or some tool of war, and forward and on guard, and sticks could put out an eye if you weren't careful. Sticks were pretty amazing. And somewhere along the way, they just became a stick to me. I don't know when that happened, but it reminded me a lot today of the gospel story. Nicodemus, who finds himself traveling to see Jesus in the middle of the night, in the wilderness, if you will, when it's dark out and there are no street lamps and it's hard to find your way, and so you're feeling your way around and not quite sure where you are sometimes. Nicodemus goes to see Jesus at night, and he takes with him a few sticks. And he offers them to Jesus as if to appease him. You know what, Jesus? We know that you're from God. I mean, we can conceive of that we can see it because you do all these amazing things. And then he says, and we know that you're a great teacher, so we can, and he offers him another stick. And so he's seeing all of the possibilities in Jesus. And then Jesus throws one back at him and says, you must be born from above. You must be born of water and the Spirit. And Jesus hands the stick back to him. And there Nicodemus gets lost. There the stick becomes a stick because he can't see the amazing possibility of what Jesus is saying. What do you mean be born from above? What do you mean be born again? I mean, really, is that even possible? This is a stick. It's no more than a stick. It's just a stick. Nobody can be born and then be reborn. You can't go back and rewind time. And Jesus begins to explain to Nicodemus. He says, I'm trying to tell you something, but you're just not getting it. I need you to imagine that stick as more than just a stick. I need you to see something. And Nicodemus says, well, I can't see it. How can this be? He's like us a little bit, out there in the wilderness of his imagination, trying to see a stick that's more than a stick. I mean, we see sticks. A well-crafted stick makes a great baseball bat. Sticks of some degree form the base of what you're sitting on. Sticks form the beams that are holding up the stick-made roof. Even sticks made the altar table and the lectern and the cross. And we see sticks all the time, but they've just been one thing for us. Like Nicodemus, we know some things to be true. But it's hard to see the sticks in our lives as anything more than sticks. I lost my job. It's just the worst thing that could ever happen. It's a stick, and it might be just a stick, but maybe there's something else on the horizon. I got this diagnosis, and it's just never going to get any better. It could be just a stick, but maybe there's something different for you on the horizon. This relationship ended, this marriage ended, or my kid got this grade. And it feels like that what it is just what it's going to be. So why bother? Because sticks don't change much. Except what if God is using the sticks in your life to show you that there's another possibility out there? To invite you not into the wilderness to be lost, but invite you into the wilderness to see God's creative vision for you. To pick up a stick and say, this just might be the tool that sets me free. I mean, after all, he did it in an amazing way. They took two sticks together and they put the sticks across from each other and tied them together. They nailed Jesus to it and lifted it up in the air. A stick wasn't just a stick. And it's funny because the cross looks like it could just be a tool of execution, of death. But that same cross is just a cross, became the tool by which we enter eternal life. A stick wasn't just a stick. We've heard that saying, sticks and stones may break my bones. Yeah, but names will never hurt me. Sticks and stones just might break my bones, depending on how you use the stick. Or, sticks and stones may break my bones, but they just might become my salvation. In the wilderness, God finds us, invites us into God's creative vision. We get lost to ourselves and we get found in God's grace and mercy. Sometimes a stick just isn't a stick. May we all have the courage to enter into the night, to be a Nicodemus, to go and find Jesus and lay our sticks bare before him and watch what God creates out of it. Amen.